Big trucks, bigger challenges, and non-stop action. Welcome to Mega Hub, where heavy-duty transport gets taken to the extreme. Let's jump right in. That tilt was a heart stopper. Good thing this was just a simulation and not the real deal. Every trucker's been there. Misjudge the gear, and suddenly you're sliding instead of climbing. Next time, first gear will be locked in from the start. Bravery or recklessness. Sometimes it's a fine line on icy roads. An absolute powerhouse in motion. Moving a 125-ton excavator isn't just about raw strength. It takes precision, skill, and top-tier equipment. The MAN TGX 41.540 is the perfect workhorse for the job, tackling tight roads and unpredictable weather with ease. Watching the crew expertly adjust for low bridges and narrow spots is like watching a high-stakes game of Tetris, except the stakes are a lot heavier. Snowy roads? No problem. That Audi RS4 glides like a figure skater with a turbo boost. Luck or skill. Either way, that truck driver deserves a medal for avoiding total chaos. A truck, a train, and a heart-stopping moment. Glad this didn't turn into something catastrophic. That M1070 is a lifeline for heavy haul recoveries. When the terrain gets rough and the roads disappear, this beast keeps moving forward. The 8x8 drivetrain, massive torque, and military-grade engineering make sure nothing stays stuck for long. Rain, mud, or snow, this machine doesn't back down. The truck is safe, but I can already hear the insurance company sighing in disappointment. Well, that's one way to get a compact car. Hope they had good insurance.
Eita porra! Eita porra!
Cada vez mais, manda colocar no site, Sandro.
Você no radar.
Tá acelerando?
Ixi, agora ele tá.
Agora vai.
Whoa, talk about cool as ice. This guy's handling it like a pro. Total driving wizard. Holy crap, talk about a pulse pounder. Arnold's 58,000-pound rig, screaming down Teton Pass at 60 miles per hour, brakes pulled through like champs. Unreal.
Wow.
Watching this 80-plus ton Bauer drilling rig climb the Peruvian mountains is nothing short of breathtaking. Those hairpin turns, narrow paths, and sheer cliffs are enough to make anyone's palms sweat. But those Scania drivers, absolute legends. Comtrade's crew just proved why they're among the best in the business. Wait, what just happened? 62 tons overloading a 40-ton rig, tracks bending under the weight, and it still worked? This is wild beyond belief. Are you kidding me? The Caterpillar made that gym vanish like magic, super quick. This baseball field makeover is already blowing my mind. Oh my gosh, that Ural yanking another 4,320 is a sight to behold. The old Chelyabinsk warrior tears through snowy paths and slop like it's nothing. Pure legend. This 700,000-pound monster isn't just any load, it's a feat of engineering mastery. With one truck pulling, another pushing, and 108 tires on the ground, this isn't your everyday highway run. Watching those operators individually steer every axle to navigate a turn, that's some next-level logistics. Holy crap, no lights, no sound, just a massive train stalking you with 100 tons of steel? It's like hide and seek turned into a horror flick. I'm stunned. A 22,000-pound John Deere 650 held rock solid by 6,600-pound chains. The driver took that corner so smooth, it's like he's got superpowers.
Oh, wow.
Get this. I'm chill, thinking it's all good. And whack, sudden mayhem spills out. A heart-pounding shock fest. Mining machines don't get much cooler than this. A Cat 6015B, fully disassembled, showing off its raw engineering power. That 14.6-ton bucket is built to dominate, moving rock like it's nothing. Watching this breakdown is like getting a backstage pass to the real power behind mining operations. Huge thanks to Soteriatis Mining Works and MMC family for bringing us this epic footage. Get out of here. That first-gen Cummins, all power and noise, trapped in a snowy mess. Nature just flexed on this powerhouse. Honestly, this is next-level chaos. The captain and driver must have been competing for the Most Confusing Decisions award. Thank goodness for quick thinking. Otherwise, this could have been a total disaster. That's too funny. My dog barks at cars like he's auditioning for a role in Paw Patrol. Maybe he's just trying to remind everyone to drive safely. Whoa, that's insane. That marble block looks like it weighs a ton. Literally. The fact that it's on the truck now is a testament to human determination. 200% effort? More like 200% respect. Gear up, haul nuts. This pillar 793F's a titan in pieces. Disassembled like Optimus Prime's spare parts, it's rolling out with precision sharper than a warrior's spear. The automated coordination's a symphony of steel, and these rigs are forged tougher than a knight's armor, destined for Svapavara's mines. Watching this beast assemble will be legendary. Heavy hauling just unleashed its inner superhero. The K700 is a modern-day dinosaur, no doubt. Watching it power through the river is like witnessing a legend in action. What an incredible machine. Unbelievable. Train cars tipping over is the last thing you'd expect. It's a miracle no one was hurt. If I were there, I'd probably be running for my life. What about you? Teamwork makes the impossible possible. Seeing everyone collaborate like this is a reminder that we're stronger together. Lefebvre and Sons are marching Cretex's 183-foot, 226,000-pound beam, 96 inches tall, down the road with a 62-wheel convoy stomping like a titan's footsteps. The automated precision's sharper than a gladiator's blade, and these rigs are forged tougher than castle gates. This isn't just transport, it's a rolling empire proving heavy hauling's ultimate reign. That excavator operator is a total legend. Watching them guide the trucks up the hill with such precision is like watching a master at work. Hero of the day, no doubt. Hard to say what went wrong, but easy to say what went right. No injuries. That's the kind of outcome we can all be thankful for. The Volvo A25D is an absolute monster on wheels. 310 horsepower and 1,350 Newton meters of torque. This beast was built to dominate the quarry. This hauls a bear charging through the thicket with a prize. SWTV's hauling a 200-ton heat exchanger, slipping it through narrow streets and over bridges like a hawk over treetops. Skill meets raw power. The automation flows steady as a woodland breeze, and it's built tougher than a storm-battered oak, destined for Russia after a waterway odyssey. This is tech and tenacity and harmony. Global engineering just roared its loudest. What a save. That was smooth as butter. The truck and driver are out of the mud, and it's like it never even happened. Yo, Truck Squad, check this madness out. Crafter Garna's Rolling 2 Mercedes Actros 4185, 8x6 beast with the Big T trailer hauling a 400-ton transformer, nearly 700 tons, over gravel like it's nothing. That traction's unreal, 26 tons per axle digging in like claws, and the automation's so slick it's like the trucks are psychic. Built like fortresses, these rigs are unstoppable. This is what happens when the pros step in. The Hitachi excavator was in deep trouble, but they pulled off a rescue that's nothing short of spectacular. Amazing job. No driver in the tanker? That's the best news ever. It's a huge relief knowing no one was at risk. Someone give this truck a medal for enthusiasm. It's splashing through puddles like it's the best day ever. This is like watching a buffalo haul a whole forest up a cliff. The Sidetrack T7 R440s taking on 4 ZX200 excavators, serious tonnage over Vietnam's Hai Van Pass, with its wild curves and steep drops. That 440 horsepower engine growls like a beast, and the automated shifting flows smoother than a mountain stream. Built tougher than a teak trunk, this rig shrugs off the grind. Seeing it conquer that pass is pure proof. Nature's toughest trails bow to this titan.
Và có lẽ thì video của mình
When an excavator makes up its mind, there's no stopping it. Rain or shine, manned or unmanned, it's coming down that mountain like a force of nature. If construction sites had a drift competition, the Caterpillar 740 would be a strong contender. A little more speed, and that would have been flawless. That's the kind of edge-of-your-seat action that makes heavy-haul transport so thrilling. Watching that massive truck tackle an almost vertical climb, wheels clawing at the ground for grip, is nothing short of nerve-wracking and mesmerizing. The suspension, torque, and sheer brute force working together in perfect harmony. It's a true battle between machine and gravity. This could have gone south fast, but that driver had it all under control. Impressive skills. That was either sheer instinct or years of experience. Either way, impressive reflexes.
Пизда рулю. Ебаться в рот. Глуши быстрее!
Now this is the kind of heavy-haul mystery that keeps us all hooked. 22 axles, 3 powerhouse prime movers, and a cargo so massive it demands absolute precision. Voss International's pulling off another engineering masterpiece. Whatever's under that tarp is monumental. That tire said, wait, nope, I'm staying right here. Smart move. Somebody took compact equipment a little too literally. Now it's even more compact. Warehouse roofs aren't flexible unless you want to remodel unintentionally. Watching this 70-ton engine roll through the streets is like seeing a giant chess piece move through a maze. Every turn is calculated, every inch matters. The pink powerhouse leading the charge proves that precision and skill trump brute force. legend in the making. He tamed Nasty Hill like it was just another speed bump. That was straight out of an action movie. 1 second it's rolling, the next it's bucking like a wild stallion. That Mercedes really tried to challenge a train and lost. Thankfully, no serious injuries, but that could have been a total disaster. Moving a 558.5-ton, 100-meter-long beast through city streets isn't just a job. It's an orchestration of pure skill and engineering mastery. Ammon Logistics team makes it look easy, but this is next-level execution. Man, forget close calls. That was a straight-up dance with the Grim Reaper, brake check and all. How is anyone still breathing after that? When you're hauling a 48,000-pound, 60-foot vessel, you need a trailer that means business. The Transmaster 50/55 THR-GN Stretch Steerable is built for exactly that. Steerable axles plus hydraulic gooseneck equals total control, even on the toughest routes. Watching this rig glide through traffic in tight spaces like it's nothing is pure heavy haul magic. I'm floored. These guys have skills out of this world. Shifting those giant rocks without a hitch, that's next level awesome. Good grief, it was chugging along fine, then kaboom, all three wheels peeled off at once. Like the thing just gave up mid-stride. Sweet heavens, that trek through the Trochas del Guaviare by the Guayabero. It's a heart-racing escapade that'll leave you wide-eyed. Three massive convoys, each tipping the scales at 330 tons, hauling 1,000 cubic meters of butagaz. That's the equivalent of 38,500 gas bottles rolling down the highway. At 65 meters long and 7 meters high, these aren't just trucks. They're rolling fortresses of fuel.
Elle tourne maintenant, elle tourne en haut de temps. Regarde.
Doggone it, every shift at the quarry screams peril. And these guys, totally chill at insane heights. It's nuts how they've made peace with it.
Это точно.
Geez Louise, it's a brutal monster of a mountain. Even juiced with guts, I'd pass. Cheers to the legends who scaled that beast.
Мама, пойдем там.
Hot diggity, that sheet landed flawless. Too perfect. Gotta be some hidden force at play. No forklifts pulling off that stunt. A 70-ton drilling rig, a winding mountain pass, and zero margin for error. This is trucking at the highest level. The driver's ability to read the road, anticipate obstacles, and control that massive piece of machinery is beyond impressive. In the US, we worry about rush hour traffic. Over here, every single trip is a battle against nature itself. Oh no! Crikey, the LCT Delta IU sank with those beasts like a twisted sea saga. The water claimed them in one gulp. Nuts. Installing its own tracks? That's a true test of an excavator's capabilities. And this one passes with flying colors. Speed and skill on full display. Moving a 109-ton, 54-meter-long machine is not just about brute force. It's about flawless execution. The truckers, escorts, and traffic control teams turn this haul into a perfectly choreographed operation. It's like watching a giant mechanical centipede make its way through the streets. Slippery roads turn truck driving into a high-stakes art form. Knowing when to hold back and when to push forward is the mark of a true pro. Respect. Who needs Hollywood stunts when reality serves up moments like this? Absolute nail-biter. Some days it feels like the universe is just testing your patience. This is one of those days. 71 meters long, 360 tons total weight, and 150 tons of solid steel payload. This Camag slab transporter is rewriting the rules of heavy transport. Getting something this massive through the Danube Valley's tight roads and bridges is no small feat. But when power meets precision, nothing is impossible. Professionalism keeps you safe, but sometimes a little bit of luck and divine help make all the difference. Not all heroes wear capes. Some just do the right thing. Give this guy the recognition he deserves. This is not just a machine, it's a monster in action. This Hayes Packer WHDX 6x6 isn't just a truck, it's a rolling fortress of power. Watching it team up with the Mahan 50-60 48x8 and Trabosa modular trailers to move a 242-ton transformer is pure engineering brilliance. Even giants have their weak moments. This one's down hard. Kamaz isn't just a truck, it's a force of nature. That was some next-level problem solving. Who knew unloading the water tank would be the key to getting the truck back up? The British Army HETs and Metcalf Farms transporters are putting in some serious work. Watching these armored beasts roll back to base is like seeing a well-oiled machine in action. Logistics at this scale is a true art form. Hope you... Guess they thought they were driving a compact car, not a full-size truck. Snow, ice, and a toppled truck? Just another Tuesday for these guys. Forget your standard flatbed. This is the MWT 135-47, a trailer specifically designed for massive wind turbine blades. Watching this thing maneuver through mountain roads is like seeing a giant snake weave through a forest. Graceful yet unbelievably powerful. Hats off to the drivers who make it look effortless. That's not a road. It's an obstacle course for trucks.
Você tá doido?
The truck is all muscle, but that poor trailer looks like it aged 10 years in a single trip.
I feel the heat from here, right? Also the car too. Wow.
A stator might not look intimidating at first glance, but this one, it's an absolute unit. Measuring 10.5 meters by 4.26 meters by 4.54 meters and tipping the scales at 358 metric tons, it carries enough electrical steel and windings to power a small town. Moving this giant over 1,100 kilometers across India required insane planning. Every bridge, turn, and road surface had to be considered. Breaking two safety rules at once? That's playing with fate. Hope they realize how lucky they got. Oof, that's an expensive U-turn. That curb just turned into a fuel-thirsty monster. $110 tons per bucket? That's not loading, it's devouring the earth. The P&H 4100XPC, Cat 7495, and P&H 4100XPB are absolute titans, shifting 62.7 cubic meters of material at a time. Forget wheelbarrows. This is mining on a whole other level. Talk about a tight fit. That excavator looks like it's holding on for dear life. One wrong move and this would have been a completely different story. Respect for that skill. That Chevy just made the impossible look easy. Absolute beast mode. Steep climb, rough terrain, doesn't matter. Watching a Cat 335, a beast of a machine, get carefully transported through the tight streets of Manhattan is like witnessing a ballet of steel and horsepower. The way that truck bed dropped, you just know the cargo weighs a ton. Literally. Thanks. Ugh, this is so frustrating. When the warehouse door isn't, it's just a recipe for disaster. Now that's what I call a flawless performance. The whole operation flowed like a perfect Italian symphony. Bravissimo to the team for making it look so effortless. Strap in, this is a heavyweight champ in action. A Nipsodikai S-Says moving a 318-ton transformer through Dover's narrow maze. Think of it as a bull charging through a china shop without a scratch. The trailer's automated finesse handles those turns like a dancer on a tight stage, and they're forged tougher than a blacksmith's anvil. Police paving the way makes it a symphony of control. This isn't just transport, it's a power play that shakes the ground. The Komatsu D155 is an absolute beast. Watching it climb that snowy incline is like watching a mountain goat in action, effortless and unstoppable. It's beyond frustrating when the signal lights and barriers don't work. You'd think something so critical would be maintained better. This is a serious safety issue. Now that's what I call a rescue mission. Hold on to your hats, folks. This is like a pack mule charging through the wilderness with a skyscraper on its back. A Nipso-Tiki SA's rigs are hauling 70-meter wind longer than a Boeing 737. Up the Greek mountains like it's a stroll through the pines. The trailer's automated precision dances around hairpin turns smoother than a fox dodging trees, and they're built tougher than granite. Wild Peak Tires, you're the real MVP of this adventure. That mix of sky and your spotter's voice guiding you must have been both intense and thrilling. Huge props for making it to the top. Wow, I'd be biting my nails if I were there. But they're totally calm, like they've seen this 100 times before. Guess they trust him completely. What a team! Hero alert! The Ford F-350 just swooped in and saved the day. Pulling out that Chevy like it's nothing? Yo, check this out. Lasso's trucks are absolute champs. These bad boys are lugging wind turbine blades longer than a football field, think 90 meters, through crazy terrain like it's a Sunday drive. The automation's so on point, it's like the truck's got a GPS brain, dodging obstacles with ease. And they're built to last longer than your grandma's cast iron skillet. Remote wind farms just became reality, and it's a game changer for kicking coal to the curb. Here we go again, another unloading disaster. Someone needs to send this driver back to training. Stat! Proper techniques are a must, folks. Never try to outmuscle a train. It's not a fight you can win. Respect the power of trains and keep your distance. Safety first. That excavator operator is the real MVP. The precision and control here are just unreal. Outstanding work. What a masterclass in heavy machinery. Man, this rig is a beast straight out of the wild. We're talking horsepower that could drag a fallen redwood through a swamp without breaking a sweat. Think 600 plus horsepower rumbling under the hood. The automated transmission shifts smoother than a deer gliding through the forest, and that chassis, built tougher than century-old oak. Watching it haul those massive loads over rough terrain is like seeing nature and tech team up for a dance. This thing's durability is unreal. Years in the mud, and it'll still roar like it's brand new. The IMT 577MASINA laughs at muddy terrain. It's like watching a tank on a mission, unstoppable and totally in control. Had a blast? Drop a like and subscribe so you don't miss out on more epic moments. Thanks for watching. See you in the next one.